Hello everyone, FireCrests Gaming here and welcome back to another video. We're back with the F1 2017 career mode, and going into this race we are only 3 or 4 points behind Hamilton in the World Championship. And I mean, it's really hotting up at this point. We do actually have a legitimate shot at the World Championship. And just to prove here, just before we start, it is on 110% I believe for this Grand Prix in Baku. But other than that, let's get on to qualifying. Well, it was in the full wet conditions, and that's never nice. You can see coming through for us only at the second lap, accelerating down the straight, giving it everything also 196 miles an hour, 197, and it's not good. It's really not good. I mean, I am aware that Baku is a very difficult circuit, but I thought, given what I was in F1 2016, I thought it wouldn't be as bad as, you know, 17th place. Let's just hope that the race is a lot better than this. So on the grid now for the Baku Grand Prix, starting 17th behind Kevin Magnussen. We are on with those 5 lights. Lights out, away we go, and it's not a very good start. Wow, this just keeps getting worse and worse, doesn't it? Still, down towards turn 1, down the inside of Magnussen. We're going to have to be very aggressive in this Grand Prix. Down the inside of Sergio Perez into 11th place so far, so it's alright so far. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. Right up behind Max Verstappen and Daniel Kvyat in the Red Bull and Toro Rosso respectively. Coming down towards turn 3, building the speed in the slipstream down the inside of Kvyat and Verstappen. Nice move there. And slotting in behind Esteban Ocon, but Kvyat looking quite feisty on the recovery. Hits us a little bit, hand goes up, but no harm done. So up to 9th from 17th, it's not bad. But the original qualifying still being quite sour at this point. It's not exactly what I wanted, and we're just going to have to see what we can do in terms of recovery. So on lap 2, down the inside, oh, Hulkenberg is Ocon. I think that was locking up ahead, and Hulkenberg going side by side, leaving me more than enough room. Thank you to Hulkenberg there. He was having a bit too much room, and yes, he did, because he's fallen behind Daniel Kvyat. And speaking of the devil, here he comes on lap 4, down the inside. Will he make the move stick? And no, he won't, because the old problem from 2016 is back. I'm telling you, every time that happened, that's not my fault. The AI drive into the wall every single time. So as we move on to the end of lap 4 now, sorry, we're down to 17 runners. I think more people would have got caught up in the pile-up behind Danny Kvyat. But we have Perez right behind us as Hulkenberg into the pits. I'm guessing he had his front wing knocked off, which is a shame because we were looking at some more points for Renault. And they got another car out of this run. I didn't quite see who that was, I'm afraid. But we're going to check the race director, I guess. And so far it is Pascal Wehrlein, Marcus Ericsson and Danny Kvyat who have been the retirements from this race, as Perez really thinking about a move down the inside. No, it's not going to work. He's not quite close enough. But on the end of lap 5, here comes Checo down the inside. The Pink Panther is getting ready to strike. And he goes down the inside, round the outside of the Force India, a little bit wide on the exit. More hands going up. We are not happy in this race, it must be said. And Perez looks like he's going to make it stick. We're going to just about hold her on the outside, side by side. But he's going to have DRS and a much faster car in a straight. So we are going to have to possibly pull into his slipstream to get ahead. And into the braking zone. And what was that? He just completely moved in the braking zone. Come on, you should know better, Perez. Yeah, obviously these aren't live commentated, but let it be known, I wasn't happy through most of this Grand Prix because the AI would just... Oh, they're in another league round here. They are just... I don't know. They were just completely crazy. But here comes Perez once more on lap 7 into lap 8. Down the inside, and again, no luck for the Mexican as you do hold the position over Perez. And it's just a lap after lap. We don't have the pace, and we just have to keep playing defensive mode from the cars ahead. So on lap 9, going into lap 10 now, still it goes on and on. We're trying to use every bit of track to slow down Perez. And we're up to P7, so I think someone has made their start on Perez down the inside. Very nearly contact there. But I will admit, this is probably one of the few fights I enjoyed this race because Perez really, lap after lap, kept me honest. But onto a lap, what's that? 12? Yeah, lap 12. We are into the pits for, I'm pretty sure, one only stop, and Perez is coming with us, so it's clear that we are locked in a dogfight right now. And I'm not sure how that's going to end up, but we'll see. On lap 19 now, we did end up ahead of Perez in the pit stops, and we also have Verstappen ahead of us, but we're down to P9 when we were, what, fighting for P8, P7? So I think Max is the one who's jumped us in the stops. And we have a good lead over Perez at the moment. We've got a bit of a gap, so hopefully he doesn't close up too much, but here comes the Force India. Please don't do this, Perez! Don't do it! No, that's it. I think a full safety car's now come out. And 2 cars are out of this. 2 more cars are out of this race. We're down to 15 runners. Cars are starting to drop like flies. And I'm sorry, but if you're going to complain that I knew this happened so I shouldn't be doing it, what other choice exactly do I have? I go defensive on the inside, but then the corner's messed up for me and I can't make it. On the upside, that last retirement did bring us within touching distance of Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas. So maybe we can salvage something from the Baku Grand Prix. Down the inside of Max Verstappen, already on the restart, and diving it up the inside of Bottas as well, up to P7. This has been a pretty good recovery drive, it must be said. Trying everything we can to climb those positions. Now Ocon's ahead of us, so maybe we can try and catch him, but we are going to have to pull out everything to catch Force India, because he's going to be extremely quick down the straight. So our main opportunity to overtake him. Bottas, please. Thank you. You know better. Very late on the brakes. No, we've just ruined it, I think. And there goes Ocon off into the distance. In P6, though, so he's in a very good position at the moment for Force India. But on lap 23 now, we've only have 3 more laps to go. We're still at 15 runners, so no extra retirement so far. And Bottas is having a look up the inside, down the pit straight. Going down there. Are we down to 14 runners? We are down to 14 runners. Who's out? We gained a position. It's Hamilton! Hamilton, who was leading the championship going into this race, is out of the Grand Prix and has just offered us points on a silver platter. That is just going to put us in the lead of the championship. And now Bottas is going down the inside on lap 24. Oh, we're going to have a third one. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous now. Bit of a crazy moment there, but we're down to 13 runners. And, I mean, Hamilton's out. And in the final few laps, Raikkonen actually started to have engine problems. So we tried everything we could to catch him, but our pace was just so awful, and we couldn't catch him. So sadly, we couldn't catch Raikkonen, but in the end, it's going to be a very good recovery drive. And we are still trying to get on Raikkonen just up to the flag, and it's just, it's not long enough. And we settle for 6th.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari, on the top step once more.
So in the end, a pretty average result, I'd say, at absolute most for the Grand Prix, but in the end, a crucial one with Hamilton retiring. That will just leapfrog us into a very good position in the championship. And ignore the party invite, but there you go. Absolute chaos in the end with both Mercedes, neither Mercedes scoring points for the first time in a very long time. But mechanical problems on Hamilton's car with the crash of Valtteri. It's clear that after that, this championship is about to really start hotting up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. F1 2016 is definitely still going to be continuing. I'm going to try and pick up the pace a little bit more. But if that's all said and done, then I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Goodbye.